Honorable Samuel Ayepe, a former member of parliament, Ayinsuano constituency. What fast me who na chekakra?
Me hopa.
Oh, Bibia Bokode. Constituency ahead of the primaries.
Yes.
Pressure on mountain.
And rather me feel by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who buy a chance say what my data yet by and they won't say often constituencies and there's case by case.
Yeah.
A trying say because you young converting cra.
Okay.
The converting we are not fee. Yeah, who died by your primaries.
Okay.
You go who was a campaign so cause steadily.
Grounds here.
I used to know for a seat near where, yeah, maybe a chamuno. Well, you know, to me, some brand, I'm a cookota, and yes,
okay,
yeah, Montpana.
All right. Yanshan, come on, one say, and the enemy, dear, the air coswa, and ye bubu, honorable Alan Kojo Martin, Enra, Ocean Sem Trefo, the big announcement. Meaning pass as a leading member of the NPP.
Exactly.
Nanya Bibia who expect every opening honono.
Well, my mini can chia wait for Anopay. Na min chia president, His Excellency na Adom Kufado. Any Ura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. MPP Funyina Yaja to say 4th November or no, and yet needing a name near could break 8 to 2024. Na minchi ayinsu anofonso say emosom fo megusu ya wa kansinemu nipa bi wo ha we ni campaign message nti o ma no ato why pay so nko biem enye no kware mi gina mu den
I see
se wonyo ohufu a na se wodo bi ko contest a aso betumi aka ne se nipa ni so nko biem na se nko biem nse afi be gina contest na ye bi du ho na ne di wo ballot paper no so ya filing nominations awie na wo gina wo so bi so nko biem onko anko filing nomination. Do you know how much it cost to pay for the nomination?
Yeah.
Enti mi gina mu eno dia ye futuru anipa bi etugu nipa bi ani.
Okay.
Afi nyame adoma ne ye hye odwura ase we krupon den ekwapem odwura festival.
Yeah, beba atina.
Atina making. Enti mema osadio yo kwesi akufu to so ebisa okwapem hene na jangwesi na jangwesi otobo oye eburi man hene me papa fi eburi na me ma me so fi krupon ti mi yo fi pe ochina meko na nyina yakọ di odwura festival me mo kwapem nyina afrishapa otobo jangwesi mo afrishapa yesre say asumdwe emra okwapem okwapem hene na kwesi akufu me ma wo afrishapa me ma ayinsuano is honey okwapem fonkwa yo ntimi ma munyina afrishapa owura alankwajo kire matin wonim say na emra na ogira contest ni mu no na meye the regional coordinator for Eastern Region. Inti Alan for P, A for P, Alan for President 2024 no. Na mena meye the regional coordinator for Eastern Region. You're to about 26 August. Mena me jina mu ma no e Eastern Region. Yeah, the whole percentage wise, the whole 16 regions na Eastern Region and see percentage wise how you vote no. E course pa ma Alan Chamatin. Na ye wie no and offer young coordinators no. And some of the national campaign team members not the meeting now and say obe 4 options not the 2 young anim na ye bobo where mede and need the penny be an your first offer option 1 and 2
na options near there
number 1 option is say anka obetenasi din on support to any of the 4 candidates na you to about 4th November ni wie na nia obi win no na wako support no. That was the first option. Say uncle be mudia. Na that was the first option. Option number 2 ni say obe partner 1 of the 4. Na nka wabuano na yako contest no. Na 4th November se pa kunu winia na wetuma buano na anka yetume break 8 in year 2024. And the third option no and they say akobe fi party ni ma onye politics in the and the 4th option they say obeko form on the party and I say bia obeko as independent candidate inti emra obeye in the first announcement no and we announcement or the 2 guys say enya do obesan a contest bi inti okasa yemu bi nso me ameti hey See, I can say MPP, the founding members of MPP are me can be ba me a member of the Danko Buzia Club. And 22nd November 1992, and me party card. I'm a card bearing member of the New Patriotic Party. Oh, number 19 years, my friend Chira.
Okay.
Later, me card.
2nd November 1992.
Exactly. Ura Ejenum Buating. On our first General Secretary of MPP on signing the card. And Honorable Darucha was the chairman of the party. Yande na yande Dr. Bu Sanka Samara Namini say what sign with signature, what can now sign signature for my electoral commissioner. You are a member of the founding members and now become a founding member and can be an American, but I'm a 19-year-old student in the students' politics now here. And I'm at the mind, me, so that I say, me fee MPP. And he said, Ura Lanko, my things, Uncle B, I have a choice. As a big party, I must some party in the various capacity. I could do 12 years in parliament as MP for the party. Inti emro case Uncle B, me share ni pa ba nan no 4 na wan aka no. Say Ura Lanko do chira my things Uncle B ma hina and I'm in good nature. Nipa bi and social media. When are you dump Chamatin and you rejected Chamatin Sanko or contesting with ne kra ko na medinachi. So Ura Lanko do chira Martin or contesting mu si amen o kasa ya and corona medinachi. Na o se Uncle B mu dia nipa 4 na aka no. Hina na me dey say yet no quite bit to me break it na apart from Ura chira Martin. So I settled on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and ever since I've been campaigning and taking to my constituency for me fee her a call Alan Woody Merchie region for you know Woody Merchie and I've been talking to them. I go see a campaign. And he Mendam Pochra Martin also Uncle Beam. And now wefi party ni mu no so no nkyere say onu wefi party ni mu nti na chi difu ni nyina ebefi party ni mu dabi mimi 2 weeks and me so na me se me MPP ni bi ma enya me followers nyina na ebedi ma achi akoba bi ameko. I have my right and I'm a kind no ebi kura mpa ya ma Ura Lanko Martin the party card beto I may be a senior member of the party as compared to Chamatin because me se obi a wodi be pehine wo MPP mu no na ebia I don't know because which your former party in May 1992. I became a card. Not me a member
in November.
Not me card, but I became a card bearing member in November same year. Into when Rebecca say or me beton or party. Ebia Nana Akufo-Addo, President Kufuor, Darucha, Safu Edu, and these are people who are not yet to say we meet. You better not meeting. We just want to see them. Sometimes when they politician hey, when who them I mean Debbie, you who on penny I mean because we just want to see them and be satisfied through that. And you see, I told party, you say, don't go Buzia Club, and I in the party, you say a political party. One day you're quite, and I will say that Richard was a Munina, well, Obi the 18 years be our own, you could get on with it when your card of mine. No, your card of mine. So, me card was the first MPP card, the starting party. Inti, you had the church. Inti I no interest say so Ura Lanko Martin akodi na echi na say wefi party ni ma ne sense media na echi enti na me so mefi party me consider certain options. 2 your constitution your MPP party constitution so be independent or declare say me independent candidate na party no our candidate now could this independent candidate nature you forfeit your membership that day. Nobody will write to you. Automatically, you cease to become a member of the party. Into Obiara, why so di Ura Lanko Martin? Yet you should also have that in mind. So at the moment I will declare what stand you cease to become a member of the party. I feel mesre. Say your party be to say MPP, to say NDC, to say CPP, to say PNC. Now say opahini be say party no ma. Etumi ma party no ayemrew. It can weaken the party. It can also make the party strong, depending the way you manage the situation. You will have Funka Games by, and Nana Kunodu Ajiman Lawrence, the founder of the NDC. Osi wealthy party no. So why managing here? A bit mama NDC no are weak. Who managing here? It will strengthen the party. Kwambe so ena ene Ura Lanko Martin. Also on your MPP ni BM. Kwambe so ni ye fa managing na ebe strengthen your party no. kwamben so na ya manage ni ya betuma wiki yam party no one party na ba abonten abekase obi anya kom me say enya party na asoma me say member ha bekasa until say the general secretary of the party bear the press conference no come nkasa.
I see.
Because I was say you're very careful. Sir, what fi party ni mu say me can say hey say ura rancha matin or a strong member of the party or followers where fi party ni mu nti I was see ya ho na ya adwumaden anya sa what fi party ni mu no ebetumi ha party no na se nyina ka bom na ya ho na ya adwumaden a is strengthening the party na ke say sa fi party ni mu no sa disadvantage you to attend to our advantage na ya ho ya adwumaden na se ofi party ni mu na ebi fi ase obekwanko na afi nipa no kura na ni followers na aka wan party so ayan do kwa ayan ntumi na nko because ayan PP fo na ye de ani esu so na sa kura ko di kire maten achi na sa kura ko yes it weakens the party and now ko social media so ansa na be man no besin ko social media so nipa bi afi ase bisre it na some the by the general secretary of the party and the party hierarchy no e ka abonte be say hey remain calm obi anya kom me so won say me titi nsem na ni a me twen say me general secretary be kasa no amen direction at which we should move na ye nyina yakọ say ya manage ni ya ebetumi how your party see ya manage ni ye so it will tend to be an advantage to this party into mesere party ma niti siro ni social media commentators no when you very careful party ni panyefo si yenye kom mum yenye kom ni yentwen na general secretary in the new statement ni beto abonten a na afi yetumi aso nsem num na yaka bio mesere party mpanyefo won koso no wani Alan kwadwo kiramaten nkasa
is it not too late?
Oh enye too late here na so anyes ebi kura na wa party mu back kura na ni ambition to go as independent no wa drop ebi a na wona ne kasa ya oka asem bi na no na eye awose yehwe osi parliamentary candidates na wojina in the various constituencies in Yantoma MPP parliamentary candidates. Like I say, his intention is not to form a party, but to go as independent. So in the West narrow, so we need Krana, like I say, or Barbe form parliament or the MPP parliamentarians, and a Baba Yajuma. Into Mummy, you're very careful. Medimisi. Young focus in elections. Yes, you per se, and the party from top to down. OBS Yemfa Alhaji, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Nko. Yen ya babichi ADHB.
Okay.
Mumma young focus, ya dreaming, and young campaign, and yen Trimupona. Yemfa, young Hodina, Enko, Dr. Bawumia campaign.
That's it.
Na on to me win.
Medasi.
Na yen yai, ne resignation in painful, behandle.
Medasi. Adom 106.3 FM, Shannon Soma, Mpensenpensenmu na yede brewo. Mamenka was a Vodafone business runway no baso nyame adoma fiada ya ebe ya 29th September 2023 ewo Melvin Peck Ambassador Hotel anapa no wotwe entibra enwuma nkumankuma se wa register ye ba na fia beto adwe na fia ma wontete ye akasafo bebre na omo eba dwumedi ase Patricia Ubonai Dr. Ali Nachia Andrew Aka Charlotte Amankwa entibra na wonso so baginim de a eba beboa wadwuma wo ye no etre da so good to great with Vodafone. Innovate, comply, and expand. So, say, Oba Sanchi, we be a friend. 020-200-0436 and 020-200-0431. Na odo wanche say jumedi Vodafone further together. What you know say yade betimi abo, betimi anya akwanhia ema untimi ndi akwani ababio. Ni senti na wo ye painter, wo ye mason, wo ye kuani, wo ye driver, wo ye carpenter, wo ye vulcanizer, udidwa utande wo dwom. Snit at the self-employed enrollment drive at the aba. Kakran no a wo tete de to nkyɛn no yɛsesɛbe ahohene ntimi gya ɛbɔwere kakran no sɛ asɛm bi akwanhyia bi to mafo akampem untimi nkɔmma Senate ebetua invalidity pension benefit busumi bia sa for the rest of your life enti bomode na on Senate eninkita ho wawie no busumi bia wa dial star 711 star 9 hash star 711 star 9 hash na fi watua o contribution abusia ɛyɛ wodache enti fan personal na on Senate antwetwe nkomo 0302 611 622 0302 611 622. Sikamani nyina nso so yenje emfanfa CBG eho ena ebekototen ede amaye twitwa nemu bia enimu CBG ebeboama sikano se enam Western Union, MoneyGram, Ria, Small World, Unity Link, Transfast, Pay Angel, baby a free baby ano oje de fa CBG a kwantia waso a how bia enim yantua enkomo no so Dr. Titus Beyu ewa ha doc bato bi aboko
nyame adom
one say enkame ba wo ho but we have a communication director for Alan for President wa ha in fact so wa ha nkono kwa na nkame ne be chance nanka based on some obeka no ye gina so dia discussion no enti ma me quickly engage no na fi mi wi ma ba wo ho enti Courage Nobi acting communications director Alan for President 2024 Courage atien bibia boko de
Adom yen ahoden ya ne nkwa anopei nti we de bibia boko Chief Alan John Kojoche Martin say odo bia ase ne titru anra na ye press event I invite press na so nko ye chire na wa o hwemfoni na ohu dom abegu ho pa mekai mi hu abrante bia menim no one menua bi ye adwuma ewo jowulu na me say now the minimum wonya politics na ha no see there bi o ti radio so say honorable bekasa and of few office to kafa because de say honorable Eddie New Saba say he intends to contest as an independent candidate inti na de say me ba ha day one of the movement for change Ghana will rise again. Enunti Enwaba Studios. Thank you for having me. Na honorable I pay my big brother I pay. My big brother pa na menini nyina wo national communications team so anyway na Doc, I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice
to
meeting
you.
Nice meeting.
Never had there a movement for change. Ghana will rise again. Day one.
Enti currently ujitum se pe the MPP constitution no wa wote hey because you've decided to support Honorable Alan Chamatino automatically you've forfeited your membership
absolutely
to the MPP.
Absolutely. I'm a full-blooded member of the movement for change. That is the vehicle for the Alan Chamati for President campaign. Build the movement to ultimately make him president so that we can have the government of national unity deliver the transformation for this country. That is what we need now. And only here is here. Among you, Ghana, yes. At any point in time, I'll be who say, Sebio, quite now was no. Ghana no, you had every liberty to move. Meteha idea, Meteha as a full-blooded member of the movement for change.
You are no more a member of the MPP.
By implication, I am not, and I accept it fully with my chest.
But Asemba kwa enra Honorable Alan Chamantin kai and I took a pen and paper and I wrote it down because I hate me. And they say anyone who is associated with Alan Chamantin is treated with disdain and considered an outcast. Ever since I will courage or supported Alan Chamantin, MPP party name, how are you treated?
Minya, Mr. Yenim Honorable Alan Chamantin is a very honorable man. Na or the assembly to Juanete say no cretro do. Me ameti hey. Since beginning of this year, a son me stance am ye ne clear say hana me jirenti. Me mfre minia penny say ebia on for me so anabibi. But even on the national communications team, we are alienated completely.
Really?
A few way, not one deployment. Say party beka say oh ya do koha. Not one. Enko yechiri okasa na ye Dwaso 25th August a few ya commenter me pasi yentino Deputy Director of Communication Jennifer Queen yemi fi platform ne so bepemne
WhatsApp platform
bepemne not director or anybody in the leadership of communication na fa phone say oh the ACD bia unia ebia bufu intino de yes intino say baby metro evidence was is here honorable I ewa ha menini nyina na ewo platform ne so enti no kan ne de no cretrodo but what makes me excited and it's obiti say honorable Alan Chamantin ni suban any him dear. Nobody can take it away from him. So for his character and his competence, his vision, his integrity, we have no qualms at all, sacrificing everything to follow him.
And how cry?
Debbie, at all.
Then I mean, what are the considerations? Openino, because mona no enam. Then or general then we consider ansana. All to Sana because it's a very big announcement. Okay. Then or consider Ansana all to Sana courage.
I think so. Naman Nsem dia waye nyina both in professional and public, private and public life. Only the about the young people of this country. He's always champion jobs because se mebu wonjuma ya. And that's what he's always been about in Tusha from the first NPP administration till now. That's what he always championed. And Nuntina na drain trend say see it mainstream industrialization. That is the solution. Inti Besha Ocean a document the plan for the great transformation of Ghana, the GTP, great transformational plan now. And mainstream say yetimi ebuano say na mebunu ya 2 year ho say ebeye no no be the president transformation of the brain but it no government of national unity o share the nature of your politics awaka faith January always annual kan the division is too much o sha too much sisi say the other party awu nipa ye bibia ye mfa nka ho across the board it is not good for us enti ono there as a unifying figure that he's always been or per se obedi president na ye form the government of national unity mini opinion to hey privately metadin did come at communications meetings fantastic brain in this administration. What has he got the opportunity to do? You alienated. So the government of national unity will reach to NDC say, this man is of this quality that can contribute. This man in PMP has quality. This one in NPP has quality. This one who is not even a party person, who is not partisan, has quality. We bring everybody together, build consensus around one plan, one national development plan, and then we run this country. And only here, from 92 to now, yeah, all the other forms, NDC 1, NDC 2, NPP 1, NPP 2. Look at the level of discontinuity. We boss a 40-year development plan. We used to boss a 40 years, they are so 10 years, you're 27. What has happened? But only because the current nature of Adom 106, it's been build a consensus. Until you know, when it's when a consensus, so they see it me Judy. When I will say, yeah, metina table no and build a consensus, they see it me again, a Judy. Ubia share honorable Chamati send our conducting home as a frontline member, founding member, big man in this former member of the NPP now. Utimu say he's so welcoming. Ubia bejinidi atoso akano who say at the end of the day no ombedinechi na ombeka no ho na etimi build a consensus over the national development plan so that we can develop this country ni way nyina ye transformation say intervention no emboa need a coordinated program no etimi the transformation about consistent growth over time, over a period. Now to do that you need to connect all the various sectors. And you say we agree ke yene de we yene de to there be ultimate connecting here abun say agree connected to industry, connected to the service sector, friend is saying infrastructure ni nyina connecting fair no etimi ayeden develop it. And until the great transformational plan where your manifesto say oh mercy there be this is a plan 40 pages detailed.
Okay.
I throw step by step. Quite a bit me first to develop your mind.
Okay.
You build a consensus around it and we go forward with this country.
Okay.
Na Ghana, it's me fan into my pa Efra.
Courage, maybe so one final question. Nafi, Mako Doc Ho. Then we will go around the table again. Sure. Issues are Honorable Alan Chairman Erezi after the special delegates conference at the party national level. How did they try to address or maybe engage Openino in addressing some of the issues Erezi? Courage.
Yeah, me that's it. After or announcing the withdrawal from the race,
yes,
outlined a number of reasons.
Yes.
Maybe so then a party na for reasons no outlining no up to ne. See, someone take a decision that honorable I pioneer.
No, but you mean party no friend at any level. So these are the issues you raised in Tibrana entrance na fe yenhwe and maybe o de yenyimu hwehwemu kra na yemfa report be emra meto abonten. Nothing of that sort.
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. You saw my own experience on communications. I burn fuel, go around station to station, defending government policy, explaining it, trying to give the rationale to get the people's buy-in. Just because of Alan Alan Nsem platform, so you may feel so. But there is a director of communications and about 8 or 10 deputies, not one. Mekano Esisu, not one. What should I say is different. It's the disdain with which they treat people, they alienate people, and all of that. I'm sure maybe 1 or 2 individuals in their individual capacity may have tried to reach out to him. Mm-hmm. But the Honorable is a very considerate person. He's someone who thinks deeply about his decisions or dream him a consult wide and send making a decision. To making a decision, something hastily done. At all. There's no confidence in the process.
Yes.
And nothing at that time because nobody who was going to call him was not aware and did not say I did this intervention.
Who feels a party no ending Honorable Alan Chairman?
I think at this point in the crowd no.
Yes.
We are excited about the future with him as our leader.
Courage, thank you very much. Dr. Titus, I just wanted to engage him so that we can set a tone for time.
I think it's helpful. I mean, Nchaka Krama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our flag bearer, and the next president of Ghana.
But Mami introduce you. NDC parliamentary candidate for Lambushi constituency and the former general secretary Ghana Medical Association. It's very important.
Great.
It's very important.
Our president in waiting, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and I party Mpensenpensenmu na mincha mi constituency so e Lambushi. Na mincha Mpensenpensenmu ni yanuma masha omuha.
Yeah.
Minka se niama yekoso no anka ni papa mu die ko beka se yemfa former president Atami Osefutu said do fi asem
na nka we nka mo kwa na senga mo bosi ananboa
but adia me gidi say me sanso adeba kon anka fa me ho no say me senior lecturer at the medical school.
Yes.
So as an academic turning politician and for everybody who is interested in learning no me gidi say learning points were near mana course no so e was and we need to talk about it na ensua nyama free for the betterment of this country. Metie Honorable Alan Chairman's speech yesterday. I listened with rapt attention and menya document so mekan. So I'm not a member of the MPP. Minimum into me I can only make my assessment based on Nyama Waka. And responses are Mati. And if you look at on the face of Onwani's speech and consistently Nyama Waka, you can draw the conclusion, say, the party has not treated him well. The party may need to prove otherwise, but you can draw that conclusion. And for politicians, if you are going to a system and you think that the system is not fair, is not going to deliver just results. It's difficult, kakra. Ebinom so anka so otenam no lose honorably. But when you lose and you think that the verdict has been stolen, it's difficult to accept that as an honorable loss. Intino, there are issues. We share from the formation of the party, say the Minue cannot know so can be. And he played even a top level role, young executive forum for me, and all that he has done. Onyeni pakita our party no. And for a Nyema Wabekano. So first thing is that I can draw that conclusion, say he hasn't been treated fairly. Now his stature our party ni musu say in some wakano, we should not belittle them.
You think in some party not trivializing in some?
I think so. From some of the commentary I made, we are yet to hear the official position of the party. But I think we should not trivialize in Nyema Wakano. Because anka obi keke peripheral person and I can is different. But someone who has been in the core, eba no beka asem say minti min ko two party no for there. But I think say party ni nsuan hwe mfiri mu a it was a Ghana for nyina yesua bibi free. And as an someone interested in learning, I'm just going to give you a few things that I'm seeing. I see deep revelations or being some so actually Ghana for nyina. And we all have to judge. Because say one of the things is also the party is hijacked.
Yeah.
Violence, he mentioned in his earlier statement that how his supporters were treated. And yesterday he also Sisupi say from Tama or Concede Man, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo from Legon. ABC ne people who have stood by him have been treated as with disdain and outcast. Those are very strong words.
Very.
So
very.
And now me told me Bisami Hunsem be say if you can be within a party and by supporting one person, party no will treat you with disdain.
I've done it time for our party
and outcast. Not other than time for party no more. Na ya yenka ho no. Yeah, so there are repercussions for the rest of us in the general public. And no because they were making a simple comment here in a few platforms with nobody trying to find out. Party so there. Nigeria edi. Nipa.
Yes.
Onan Sante saying. Na so be and do it. You're not a leader. Into here and do it.
Yes.
So for a party that is appearing to do this, question me be some home and say, really, at the same. Another thing I mission film say, or see the founding principles of the party. Or sure, party has no resemblance of what it was formed to be. And no, it's another very serious statement for me. As a Ghanaian, say many NDC ni net. Many NDC candidate. Na me to when I meet here. Question maybe some say. If I voted for this party on principle A, B, C to govern this country, now the party has lost that principle. The party has no resemblance of what it is. Do they really merit my vote again? I know party 4 will rise to their defense and say it doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean that. But really, Sebi, yes, even in Chini, losing the flavor is worthless. So if your true identity that you are no more that, are you worth governing us? It's a serious question we have to answer. And the conclusion of it for me, and they say MPP for now be hua, and other people interested in the party be hua. What has happened yesterday means that the party needs deep introspection. It was a omoko tinase na omo dwen ye. If she say then any bit me aye. That's the first thing that I learned from it. The second thing I'm learning from it is say, emi say party na say pa ya cho. Pa Ghana fo nyina cho. Omo nsan dan onsan yem. Pa ya cho. A chopa ne sen. A chopa ne say. Omo mo hwa. Enema nkoyie ma wom. Ye mo mun ko tina fie. No mun reorganization. No mun dream to come out with how they can reflect who they are. Papa, party uwomu na say join ni support ni pa ba ko a ye treat you say. You can imagine how the rest of us are being treated. And I'm happy because at least some of the party members are feeling how the ordinary Ghanaian feels. Because say ne Ghana unim obi na wo pay juma obi amfim emra be sen ko ye recruiting crowd to police announcement kese or newspapers mu into the military big announcement obi abekobi na saying what to awon tehwe be huna at least me feel the there o can ba medical field that you who announcement people apply and they are taken by their profession by their qualification but in other areas what to any abroad worker say new person aba unti interview be unti hwe that is what is happening inti sankofo no yenye omofi omo ye Ghana for there but if you put one whole section of the Ghanaian community away and deal with only one you are discarding a significant portion of your brain power that you need to develop this country. And so Nyema Ebano, I think they are very, 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 very serious. So I would think, say, Ghana for our response to Niasi is that Oti Alan Kasamua, who say he still loves the party in a way. He still believes that he is a party person, but we're resigning.
You think it's too late for the party to?
Well, it's up to them and how they will handle it. But you see, I just want to disabuse a few things from the minds of Ghanaians. So we'll be a declare me call independent. No, catch yourself, but vote for the MPs of these people, of the party I'm moving out from. The summary of it for me is that his call for unity government is not real.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Because, no, we have a duopoly in this country. Or no, I say a duopoly.
Yes.
And at your point of declaration, we say, Muntoma MPs. Na Muntu Abano Emami. Later, somewhere in the statement, also about only NDC MPs. Any NDC for any MPP for any ejuma. Yanto ama NDC MPs. Now, benya omo na my ejuma. That's the call that I see there.
Okay.
So, just to wrap up my first submission.
Yes, please do.
I think that the summary of it is that people must know that a vote for Alan is still a vote for the NPP in disguise. That's the first thing. The attempt to ride on the youth mobilization and force that we need a third force, and therefore let me come and be that third force. Alan's umbilical cord has not been properly cut from the NPP, and so it is not any third force. So in summary, Ghana for Mbwa MPP, by rejecting them in 2024, no more kotinafie, no more reorganize your muhu. Say Alan on number bow, one on the number bow, we don't care.
Okay.
But my final word on this is that the NDC is winning this election not because of the confusion in that party, because we have a proven track record, and all the things they are complaining now, no.
Dr. Biyo Medase. Adom 106.3 FM. MTN say ye wo momo season him. Enti o download the MTN Momo app no e Play Store na App Store. Na odi di djuma ne ade no utimi win 1000 Ghana cedis. Na what be and afi prizes other amazing prizes and so also keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. Na afi achari ahodo e wo nyina so said to me I can be. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. We did for you everywhere you go. Honorable Pay.
Well, Metia Miniano Beno. Mede Namiji say Anka Ura Lanchamato course of MPP and will go into the 4th November elections now and get better. And I'm still stand by that. Or consort so young and the coordinators in the various regions, and I don't take his decision. Now, made a position as the main say you should have stayed in the party. Plan we a national transformation agenda.
Yeah,
I read this several because I was part of the team. Very nice plan. Sanka or bad MPP no course it's name. When we nimpo no this our plan a support so. Party no in the next government before I still the best.
But honorable pay me bow. Some of you I think are playing ostriches because sir, you know, your friend is saying the disdain treatment being treated as outcasts near the no munyina no you say did ye mo
sanka anka wo twen na ma no si a anka won kan
okay mate
me kasa no me ka kire wo si sanka alanchira matin da so wo party ni mu race ni mu anyway fi man kamera
yes
me ka kire wo si sanka wo party ni mu a and I say ofi party ni ma eno cannot lead me out of the party so understand
Matthias
me the first attempt to become a member of parliament ever MPP in 2004 there's no way our system ran now we want to be part of the system now obenya is so easy say system no ho ade na ku bi a adwuma na opese obehemu I say car wheel etene car na tofemu wheel back side our up and etene and you want to be part of it mofra no ye ko trade fair ye wo season bi a
merry go round
yes near tenem and I'm telling you say it start to say move now it's over tenem
I shall be proud
say what tenem an say move but move na person join is difficult say me catch na on near me 2004 me convert in 3 times and me card dia me de chira we say ye and a man opportunity to me contest in 2004 elections primaries MPP primaries me dem me card no to ho na former no Kufuor time no council of state member na edudre Kufuor ado say show we ne wofa ye frɛ no Fredesante ya agwaji na woka Eastern region obi anim no me dem me card no to ho pan o hwɛ card ni din you know say okay ono ya agwaji he doesn't qualify to disqualify me pay me card na me dey happen into we are what party ma for say we card need me card
when what party ma when you say opening you
card ni chere say ono beto me party
you
ono ko ya founding member na on the signature can when you dey call for party no o show me card na beto me party into we are part o card any say disqualify me call elections out of 11 votes me out of 100 votes me 11 I lost miserably me am cool but 2008 me samba abiem me convert in 3 times abiem na me new opportunity contest me win primary say wie no ye sans research team bi abasa yensu ano ye de me kwa me lose nti me step down in my incumbent after I've won the primaries na me say no me go to ya oru akane Japan na bebi na me kwisia no na bu ode ni buga ya no okeka o man I say o man go me kwen in the history of Ayensiano 2008 and yenya the highest parliamentary vote and I was the candidate.
Oh no,
yes. From the history of MPP since 1996.
Oh no, research say you don't lose.
2008. Me akasa me team records in 2008. Me na the highest ever. See, team owura kire matin ye ka kire nisi. To get to the top, you need to endure some of these things. You must find a way of going through it.
Some experience in your own share when you on about lunch
at times on one to me but at a meeting it is I'm on us because I'm not here to me initial one we say and is a hey sir power kitobi anything as a million man for Tilano but John and we have won one question secretary no more for more cabinet and is a sao 2016 winning you see yet me can wear free so but doctor on him. But to be frank, remember me for we doctor me when the age and can wear me power. He looks very young. But on me secretary, me a senior lecturer, me the time and I medical doctor. Let me show. Me done off air because I don't. Then I'll go through that process. Be a senior medical doctor, be a senior lecturer, Doctor Beyo, are you too much? Are you too much? Maybe sorry, we are off air. You have to go through certain processes. Gold, could I not say gold? No, that's a gem.
Yeah.
And I think Honorable Alanchira Martin, what for 207. What for 210? What for I said, what is a watch? Should I Nancy? I can answer. Nancy say, you be able to have how many mean to me, sang, me yaw, me come. But, well, we're taking a decision. me de me sere no won search
ebe ye oda
be oda
enti se won sayem
winning many wedding come more private winning what I've gone through but under no circumstances I me down me church me party MPP irrespective of what they will do to me it mesre encourage ogwansi makao me the mean to me nka ho asem bebre bia me twan say general secretary be kasa na Obama in direction me nua you be say a question be acting communication director for movement for change who be say this na anya too late to say party for the kasa and I say oje say party for o say not as he knows say party for ne or urachira Martin akasa he be an kasa be akoso behind the scenes me ameti here meaning ebe me ho apa say fibro oye complaints and the petition ya the kweno party no mpehine fon frɛ ne ne hu nkomo ya ebe me ho apa fibro ba abontin enti na bi oye ne step by step no say first step no say me ko race ebe me ho apa wa ma space party mpehine fon frɛ ne na nkasa to the time of resign no okay
yeah
na secretary kasa sa na ma we no e be hu ni
okay all right Matthias here
me pehine mesere you should reconsider that thing one man this for no soro e nwa nyu so ba power say ya kan hu bom a
ona ba pay
ya kan hu bom a nti owura na onsamra na when say chi ba ya wo da
and say won say but that's courage for you I'll give the opportunity in 5 minutes. The planner, Honorable Alan Chemantin, the EBA movement for change. The Ghana will rise again. Plan briefly. Fire FM Nafi. What he has for Ghanaians. Courage.
But that's it. When penny, I pay there. It's always refreshing. But metinasi so metinasi damu. Dami pachani say baby I do it there. Yakoyenim. A movement for change.
No turning back.
No turning back.
Really?
No turning back. No turning back.
You are saying this as on authority?
On authority, no turning back. Come December 7, 2024, the Honorable Alan John Kojo Chemati will be on the ballot
as an independent
candidate and leader of the movement for change. Movement for change. But a great transformational plan. See, I understand the discomfort of both parties. Because over here, the NDC members who have reached out as we speak.
Oh, really?
Yes. Apart from those of us in the MPP who have moved with him, even many more have reached out since yesterday. But more excitingly, there are people who are not in any of these parties who have reached out. Just on my way this morning, I had a message from all the way from New York. John, he says he's a young Ghanaian there. He's willing to come on board. I can read the message to you here. It's an exciting thing. On social media, all our handles are busy with people volunteering and coming on board. This is the future. The movement for change is the future. And for any young person out there, whether in NDC, NPP, who is disappointed and disillusioned, know that in Alan, you have the leader you can trust to take care of your welfare, to make sure that there is development. How is he going to deliver that? The great transformational plan. The first number one, is a 10-point plan. The first one is on the economy. Mainstreaming industrialization to make sure that we have massive economic development, particularly checking the fundamentals. Interest rate now. Come on, you can't have any sustainable development with that. Controlled interest rate, inflation also controlled. But how do you ensure say winning in a beba plan? You see, I do tell me I'm quite publishing. Se product ni hwa ne boy yedin. Enti one of the next thing obey is the National Agriculture Revolution. The National Agriculture Revolution. Say me tu kwan ko mini anoma wo Dr. Beyo mukro mupeten bia na meraho. Asase tatra. The here ne say ye be well thought out plan say sasasi we see the yen number no duane ba netimi export TB. So the National Agricultural Plan revolution no eno ana ebe hwe na yetimi edua no bai na o fix here no eno be feed into industrialization share one district, one factory here, or yeah, baby, no, there's a local product, omo farm wo and no, it me feeding as a raw material, or see when we are definitely ability to massive exports, massive exports after Nasi Hono, and no. Any vehicle or no or leading the charge for intra-continental trade, now we create platform ama farmers no beya no buy no say until you connect the produce from farm to market, from farm to table. Into system national agricultural revolution ensure no will ensure say we have that, but more importantly, see business regulatory reforms. Okay? Rwanda ebojini so nyina ye reforms omo de ato ho a metiga na ACCA metimi register business for Rwanda. I'm a business now start to operate whilst I'm here. Some reforms no say be environment ni be very friendly for businesses. One things you are by share baby to say health and education. O share no how the reforms be what is not making it work. Massive review and no kan ye. Or say massive review of the reforms from the past, because I say reform be no detached into review from the late 80s. I did JHS by year the no review ni na bepim current what we have under free SHS now. Yeah. Then you say no, this is the missing link.
As no kind so be review free SHS.
No, yeah. This is the missing link. Now the exciting crane say when you know or say there are some critical success factors. Critical success factors, because plan a bit me ho, but enye juma adentia. I see the primacy of the private sector. Osha 1D 1F, one of the models out of the three, a private sector no. Say be someone say, and he has demonstrated it. But you know, we minister limitations. Ubet me the proposal presidency we nyame priority. Osha budgetary allocation etre. Yet mima Ministry of Trade. Industrialization agenda and about 40 million. Now, the 100 million, I'm a NAPCO. Clearly, it tells you where the priority is. But under him as president, the industrialization is the mainstream and yes, front and center of everything. Attitude to work. Who leader or no, our character no. The only chief we have is military training. I tell you, honorable I pay in him. Everything promptness. And because of no way you now pass it on to public sector. So only public sector public sector exists to facilitate private sector business in attitude to then enforcement of discipline. Corruption and petty thievery. The only way our corruption beating me stop it anywhere out here. Ubetimi abohu de ru akasem nyina say leader na odi anim no onye committed to fighting corruption and to never cease na ono with his incorruptible character lead the charge for the fight against corruption and petty beyond saying say ye dem rafofro aba ya hyehyɛ mrafofro say yemfa nko da bi enye mra no debia me bisa me ho say adenti nene ayete hei galamsey eda so koso after mra any millions ye di aden ashimani drones ya tony adade nyina until there is a commitment of the leader to truly see that this is solved no it will never be and ono as a leader no as he has shown in the past no and but I say bibia no ono he is driven by excellence and no ano de be then getting things done like say your policy na akoye kasa bibre no action talk only neto ono se na yina anim no on kasa bibre nanso oye o kanso a oye nti na ye de ye friend o se ade yo now finally sade ni nyina no the respect for rule of law and patriotism so oye magana ha nyina everybody is the same under the law. People be patriotic. You don't treat some as more than others. But
I think that courage. Yes, we need time for 2 hours, and then we can sit and engage on the plan.
government of national unity, build consensus around this plan, and then from then on we move into execution.
Okay, all right, me that's it. Dr. Bayo, 5 minutes. Yeah, wrap it up nothing.
Meka say, it's an interesting time. I've listened to Nema Wakano, but I think that really what Ghana needs now is a leader who has done it before, who has the experience, a servant leader who is willing to listen to the people. And what the Alan people and some Ghanaians are crying for, I think, in my opinion, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is an embodiment of this. And I'll give, yes, His Excellency is an embodiment of this. And I'll give you examples to back it. You see, and let me say, I did never be why I was say a drink a cry. Ebi wa will show color TV. Near Babe Catcher will say, oh, when then they paint it for you and you discard it. Not quite far black and white. This is what is happening to us now. We had a leader who was listening to everybody. What is happening? Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Crisis are here for me. Pain. Not at this level. But when we were faced with crisis and we needed to go to IMF, let's look at how the two leaders responded to the crisis. Under John Mahama, Okasedeng, he called a consensus meeting, the Century Conference. All of us still remember it. Technocrats, unions. At that time, I was with the Medical Association. We were all represented, not politicians. All came together for us to discuss. And we came up with a homegrown solution that they call IMF. We were on the track to recovering this country perfectly. And they're handing over. They're handing over. We are sinking fund. We have money sitting down. We're handing over my MPP. What is happening? So I am telling the youth of this country, say, if we want true change, we should look at the distinction between the two parties. Duopoly per se, and you're bad. And you're Ghana pen a two-party system. The US has it. The UK has it. If you go to a lot of places, in some places they form a consensus party, but generally, a lot of places have their two dominant parties, and it's working well for the people. So it's not just the two parties, Nepe and Tina, Ghana and Koyenu. It's a difference in the leadership style of the parties. And my final one, I'm going to say, in some BCC, then MPP for person equalize it. No more say NDC MPP and that's the communication I'm hearing. Then to leave both and go for a third force. That is different. Papa, NDC MPP entimi nyepe. NDC practices a social democratic governance where we care for everybody in the country. We build property and wealth for the nation. NPP promise as property owning democracy, and we've seen it. The property is being owned by individuals. The rest of us, we should make a distinction between these two. Obakoba, almost to the point of mumukrana onka a faction unyabi. Now who are onka hone? Who are with here as a media person who need party card? Who are into Uber fine? Edding. I was saying, now Obia, NDC has proven it. Atta Mills, near Venice, and father for all. The same thing when John Mahama came. Look, as a leader, he acknowledged his weaknesses, but then you see people demonized him, and you see the people that have the men. But next time we be catcher and say we have the men, No, a question back what we say Bisani say. My Bisa say who are the men, but we have the men to do what? Because me sure say Bisa question here, and the answer yeah, I can hear Tibiani. You see, we have the men. We have the men to do what? The men to come and take national resources and enrich themselves, or the men to come and build something that we will all enjoy in this country. John Dramani Mahama has told us, so Oba, ex gratia, Article 71, when he has majority in parliament, this is what is motivated. He is scrapping ex gratia. He is going to make the necessary constitutional changes that we need to bring this country and bring the democracy which is responsive to the needs of the people. He has promised a reduction in government size. Waka, yes, waka sobayekeke. Or said not more than 60 ministers.
Okay.
So I think we have somebody that's bringing us hope. And I will say, say, near Cosono de Ghana for Yenti MPP, any Alan, a chopper, or much chopper, and say, or more person, more coffee. No more cotinas, no more organizer, more 8 years, or say 12 years, or say 20 years, no more here, or more organizing we are. They are more quine, more samba. NDC is ready, and we are winning this election on our merits because we have a credible leader who has a proven track record. And the party itself, in PNDC period, NDC 1, NDC 2, we showed that we care for everybody in this country. Let me say,
may I say, Dr. Titus Bayo, a NDC parliamentary candidate for Lambushi constituency, or also a senior lecturer.
University of Ghana Medical School.
Yeah, University of Ghana Medical School. And I'm general secretary. And
You want to take such a person from the medical school?
You need that person. You need that person to bring the change we want. We need that person.
Government of national unity, no.
You should continue to be. Just a about time, quickly.
20 seconds. About your time.
Less than that. One says, our great transformation agenda. Mra no ra Martin lunch na me ho. Asemba ko kan ye me then say be adwuma papa na nado dan kwakufado ni MPP abanga bayi. So onya opportunity be lead party no be president not or the be chiasa e be transform Ghana.
But you see ade.
Yes re no. On famra nyuma papa na MPP fapping na nado dan kwakufado aye. On famra na agenda we no e be transform Ghana based on the foundational MPP abanga ye. And two me can be no say social democrat said you know and this one what am we don't say it here if you run as a plan and NDC or they get fund a buy
to benefit the masses.
Exactly.
To benefit the masses.
And now, now do down before then, before and so the national health insurance.
Which is helpful.
On a lighter note.
On this free senior high school. On a medical doctors. I want to say. On me at the back here. John Mahama social intervention. It's here. NDC social democrat. Single one.
Mama started with health sector.
That's one.
Me no back up. Go even with crass. Ubehu chiefs compounder.
Salaries
are 30 years old.
Sorry.